You're listening to the Kilcullen Diary Podcasts, stories in sound from a village grown bigger. Hello, I'm Brian Byrne, and this is the 28th of June 2020. On this day in 1914, a young Serb nationalist, Gavrilo Princip, assassinated Archduke Ferdinand of Austria and his wife Sofia in Sarajevo. The Archduke was the expected heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary, which had annexed Bosnia-Herzegovina 6 years before. He was touring the provincial capital after attending military exercises when Princip fired 2 shots into the open car, inflicting injuries from which both died shortly afterwards. Those shots are widely considered to have been the spark that exploded World War I. Gavrilo Princip was the second of 9 children born to his family, 6 of whom died in infancy. His father had fought in the Herzegovina uprising against the Ottoman Empire in his youth, and then came back to farm 4 acres. A third of his income had to be provided to his landlord, which effectively made him a serf, similar to the tenant farmers in Ireland. Gavrilo attended primary school against the wishes of his father, and though late to education, he proved to be a bright student. He later moved to Sarajevo, where his elder brother put him through a merchant school, from which later he was able to join a good academic gymnasium. Becoming an admirer of other revolutionaries, he joined a secret group, Young Bosnia. He was expelled from school in 1912 for being involved in demonstrations against the Austro-Hungarian authorities. He went to Serbia and tried to join the local guerrillas fighting the Ottoman Turks, but was refused because of his small size. Later he joined another group, the Serbian Chetnik organization, which trained him in shooting, using bombs and knives, and then he returned to Sarajevo. His assassination of Ferdinand and Sofia was a second attempt to kill the Archduke on that day by a group of 6 assassins infiltrated through the crowds on the motorcade's route. The early attempts had failed on the outward journey. Had the driver not taken a turn by mistake when coming back, which brought the car unexpectedly within range of Princip's gun, things might have been so much different. After the assassination, Princip and his colleagues were arrested and tried. He was just 19 at the time, a year short of being eligible for the death penalty. Instead, he was given a maximum jail sentence of 20 years. The conditions were so bad in the jail that he developed tuberculosis, and he died on the 28th of April 1918 at the age of 23. The assassination lit the fuse to an explosive series of ultimatums and political and military decisions in the month of July 1914. Because of a complicated mix of alliances between the various countries of Europe, a domino effect of actions and reactions took place. Austria-Hungary decided to punish Serbia for training the assassin. Germany offered support. Russia was a supporter of Serbia, and France a supporter of Russia. An ultimatum by Austria-Hungary to Serbia in the middle of July was followed by a British attempt to mediate. On the 28th of July, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. Russia mobilized on the 30th of July, and in the first week in August, Germany declared war on Russia, France and Belgium. Following that, Britain declared war on Germany in defence of Belgium, and finally, on the 6th of August, Austria-Hungary declared war on Russia. Over the next 4 years, the conflict would rage in Europe, Africa, the Middle East, the Pacific Islands, China, the Indian Ocean, and the North and South Atlantic Ocean. Up to 20 million military and civilian deaths are attributed to the war itself, and another 20 million to the influenza epidemic brought home to various countries by the returning soldiers after the conflict ended. 2 shots on this day 106 years ago that literally ricocheted around the world. I'm Brian Byrne. Thanks for listening.